Pick your poison. Every year, thousands of young Indians find themselves at a crossroad. Two choices, one decision. To chase the prestige of a top-tier MBA or to build something of your own. One promises structure, a network, and a degree that opens doors. The other comes with freedom, chaos, and possibilities. But what does each path really cost? Let's break it down. In India, an MBA from a top-tier institute is a dream for many, but it demands serious money. A 2-year MBA from a top B school like IIMA, ISB or XLRI costs anywhere between 20 to 40 lakhs. If you include living expenses and study material, you are looking at a total cost of up to 35 to 45 lakhs. If you plan to study abroad in an international college, the cost easily shoots up 3 times. But what about returns? When do you start recovering the money you invested? Graduates from top IIMs can expect an average CTC of 25 to 28 lakhs. But the median in-hand salary is around 14 to 16 lakhs. The average placement from IIMA in 2023 was 34.45 LPA. ISB stood at 34.1 LPA. XLRI wasn't far behind. But that's only one part of the story. Because what people don't talk about is the mental pressure. MBA students across India reported heightened anxiety and burnout during placements. Endless competition, FOMO, rejection letters. It's not all smooth sailing. And for those outside the top 10 B schools, the average salary drops dramatically to 6 to 8 lakhs, while the fees still hover around 10 to 20 lakhs. That's when the ROI starts to get murky. Yet, the MBA gives one undeniable thing: structure. You get professors, case studies, placements, peer groups, alumni network, and a brand that backs you, especially if you are from the top institute. For some, that structure is worth every rupee. But is it the only way to learn business? Alright, so you have got the MBA route laid out. Now let's talk about the other path, starting a business in India. It sure does sound exciting, right? Be your own boss, build something meaningful from the ground up. You can bootstrap with just 1 lakh or raise 1 crore and burn through it in 12 months. The Startup India report shows that most of the startups in India are self-funded or family-funded. Majority start with a seed capital of less than 2.5 lakhs, pooled from savings, friends or family. And if your business works, your earning potential isn't capped by a salary band. You could make 10 lakhs or 10 crores. The upside is infinite. But here's the catch. Over 90% of startups fail after the first year, and 70% shut down within 5 years. Why? Poor product market fit, lack of funding, no financial backup. This also leads to poor mental health, leading to anxiety and depression. But still, some make it. Piyush Bansal, founder of Lenskart, dropped out of IIM. Today, his company is valued at over 10,000 crores. Kunal Shah never pursued an MBA, but built Freecharge and later founded Cred. Richa Kar, founder of Zivame, is an MBA graduate. The point I'm trying to make is that even if your startup fails, the learning doesn't. You learn customer psychology, pricing, positioning, product development, real-world MBA stuff, but with much higher stakes. Now there's one more factor that makes this debate even more complicated: the economy. Every year, India adds around 1.2 crore youth to the workforce, but only 10 to 15% actually find employment. That's a shortfall of millions. So whether you do an MBA or start a business, you are entering a high-pressure game. In good years, MBA grads see sky-high salaries. Startups raise money at crazy valuations. But during downturns, hiring slows down and startup funding dries up. So here's the truth. The economy doesn't care about your degree. It rewards agility, resilience, and luck. So the real cost of an MBA is the debt and the time. But you gain a network and structure. The real cost of starting a business is uncertainty and stress. But you gain ownership and freedom. In reality, there are multiple factors. If you come from a middle-class family, an MBA might give you the quickest route to financial stability. If you have the luxury to fail or a safety net, maybe taking that leap into business makes sense. Both paths are hard. Both have an upside. Both require sacrifices. Whatever path you choose, just remember this. What's right for someone else may not be right for you. Don't ask which one is better. Ask which one fits me better. Because in this game, the biggest ROI is financial freedom. And sometimes, clarity starts with the basics, like understanding your money. If you found value in this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who needs to see it. And don't forget to subscribe to ABCD of Money for more such videos. Download the ABCD app to simplify your finances.